Okwere David Bicham. I represent the people of Bukedia constituency. I have two questions to the Minister of Fisheries. The first is about our sovereignty, Uganda as a country that we have. And of course, sovereignty it cuts across to all nations. But we are having something which has been trending for the last 5 years, where we have our own Ugandans who happen to go outside Uganda, and then they begin damaging the image of our own country. And sometimes you get that these are people who are privileged to intelligence information, and they begin exposing it out on social media. I think about 2 years ago or 3, we had an issue concerning about Lumbuye, a gentleman called Lumbuye in Turkey, who had all the information of security, intelligence information, sometimes information about State House, and whatever he was speaking, it was very accurate. And my question, therefore, not even that person alone, there are also others in UK, there are also others in other countries. I mean, what are we doing as a ministry to allow our own Ugandans to go out and begin revealing out our own confidential information? And who in security or in intelligence is revealing such confidential information to damage our own sovereignty and integrity? Second question. When I was coming in, I got you when you're doing a presentation in regard to the Ugandans who have committed some crimes, and some of them are even in prisons and all that. My question is, how many Ugandans do we have who are out there and they're in detentions? And what kind of offenses are they serving? And how many can be helped? And are we thought assistance of the Ugandan government to see that such kind of Ugandans can be helped? Because it does not stop that the moment I leave Uganda, my identity as a Ugandan stops at the time when I exit the country. Because I've seen sometimes circumstances where a burden is shifted to the government, someone dies outside the country, and then the burden of transporting the coffin or bodies is again given to our own government. That is my question. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Robert.
Also, my concern, Madam Chair, is on some Ugandan associations. Some are facilitated by our government. They are given money, but they continue to be negative. And they paint a very bad image on our country. Are we trying, is the ministry putting any efforts to sensitize them, or maybe encourage them to come and visit Uganda and see that the way they left it is not how Uganda is not in the same way they left it, because most of them have been in diaspora for a very long time, and some were born from there. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable.
I think yesterday but one, what is going on in some of our systems. Question obviously is, how does somebody in the diaspora know what is happening in State House, in internal affairs, in foreign affairs? There is, of course, a loophole somewhere which needs to be sealed. There is a leakage, and it's very dangerous for any country's national security if intelligence leaks, if intelligence becomes rumor mongering, dangerous rumor mongering. That's very dangerous. And some of these people are not outside there because they wanted to be there. They are bitter. So part of our mobilization and sensitization is to instill a sense of patriotism in these people. And some of them have started learning, because what happened in South Africa taught them a lot. All these people have been saying nasty things in South Africa, found themselves at the airport. And they were panicking. They thought they were going to be taken to prison, and we just told them, no, you are home. That's why we have been telling you, east or west, you will end up here. Dead or alive, you will end up here. So, go to Chankwanzi, see what is there, and chair, by the time they left Chankwanzi, they were very happy. When they came, they were all traumatized. They didn't know what was going to happen next. So, this is why we need constant mobilization. We need constant sensitization. And these people are not bad. They are pushed by circumstances. Now, Chair, the most important thing for us to ask ourselves is this. Do we understand, or have we identified, understood, and analyzed the push factors from here versus the pull factors where these people go? That's what we need to deal with. Because if we don't understand why our people are leaving and what is attracting them there, we are going to continue with these problems.
It's about the diaspora. I'm sure that the ministry has got a mandate of promoting our interests all over the globe. But the challenge that we are having, the Ugandans outside there, some of them have got a negative mind about their own country. Remember saying that we are promoting the national interests and we're doing a lot of lobbying in terms of investment, but these investors go and ask the people in the diaspora and they come out with negative information about our government, about our country, and in the end, the investors are scared away, and it tarnishes our development agendas. Now I want to know from you, do you have some focal persons in those countries, more so from people in the diaspora, who can really support you in having a mindset change to people living in the diaspora? Number two, many times and the countries who have got involved in wars, many of our people get stuck in those countries. I have a suggestion, if possible. Can MOFA work with financial institutions as you repatriate these people back to their accounts? Some come back totally broke and have nothing. Can we engage them earlier before to open accounts like fixed or invest in something so that by the time they are brought back, if anything happens, they have where to start? That's why some of them have turned into propagandists. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable.